Hello and welcome at last to a brand new series of Only Connect. We've been delayed this year for reasons you can probably guess, but we are delighted to be back. We're proceeding with caution at first. We've got some Perspex screens up on the set. We've got a slightly smaller crew. And, of course, we've had to completely forbid entry to the studio to anyone who's recently been to a party or any significant social gathering. Let's meet the teams. On my right, Rick Tooley, an insurance broker who has invented an avian version of Dungeons and Dragons named Budgies and Buzzards. Pam Tooley, a chartered accountant who was licked in the face by a wolf. And their captain, Pat Everett, an information security manager who once sat next to Grayson Perry on a flight from Beijing. All fans of Boston United Football Club, they are the Pilgrims. So, Pat, we're starting later in the year than usual. That's been an opportunity to really improve as a quizzer. Have you taken that opportunity?
I haven't, no. Working online all day sort of tends to make you not go online at night as much, so no.
Well, it's lovely to see you here, your team looking particularly magnificent. Thank you for coming. Good luck. You will be facing, on my left, Laura Lawson, a keen saxophonist who has appeared as a hand model in a Buddy Holly documentary. Alexander Olive, a schools and universities coordinator who once met a member of the French government and was told that France needs a new king. And their captain, Alex Thomas, a natural sciences graduate with a phobia of snakes so severe that he can't watch the Harry Potter films. United by a passion for Pinot, they are the Corkscrews. Alex, I gained over a stone in lockdown weight. What achievements are you proud of?
I managed to do quite a lot of exercise during lockdown, including some Pilates with my mum in the garden.
Well, that is a nice thing to do. You're very welcome as well. Thank you very much for coming along. We are so pleased to be back in business. Let's see if you enjoy it. I doubt it. People usually don't, but we might as well play now you're here. Pilgrims, you won the toss. You will be going first. Please choose the first new hieroglyph of the year.
I'll have 2 reads, please, Victoria.
2 reads. I'm going to show you up to 4 clues. They all have something in common. What is it? First one coming in now.
Oh, is it hidden in something?
It sounds as though it ought to have been, yeah.
Yeah, inside of one creatures. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
You know, whale or something.
He hid inside a horse, didn't he?
Yeah, to keep warm.
Or hidden inside animals?
Yeah.
Well, these all hidden inside animals.
I'll accept it. I am so happy the series is back. I will accept that answer. I'd love to hear something even more specific.
Oh, horses.
Horses. Yeah.
Inside equids.
Yeah.
Talk me through the clues. What are we looking at?
Well, Hugh Glass he hid inside a horse to keep warm, didn't he, in the Canadian outback. Sweets, is that Panata, is it called? Or Pinata.
That's it. You sort of hit it with a mallet and sweets come out.
Yeah, the Trojan horse, and I assume somebody tried to smuggle drugs into New Zealand inside a horse.
It was in 2016, inside a huge Diamante-encrusted horse's head. I always carry one through customs myself. On this occasion, they found 35 kilograms of cocaine, all hidden inside horses. I thought we'd see Siegfried Farnon's hand as one of the clues, but it didn't come up. You know what I mean by that? You're too young for Siegfried Farnon?
Is it All Creatures Great and Small?
All Creatures Great and Small. There's a new remake, actually, on Channel 5. Do you know who plays Siegfried Farnon in the remake?
Nope.
Lovely Samuel West, an ex-boyfriend of mine. But then who isn't? Very well done, Pilgrims. That is 3 points right from the off. Corkscrews, over to you for a choice.
Could we have a lion, please?
Lion. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, this so non-urgent crime is 101, right?
Yes.
That's 101. It's 101.2 in binary, no, it's not.
Next, please.
EU says there's 112, so it's the sum. It's something. So the sum of the phone number is the number in the clue.
The sum of the digits in the phone number equals the number shown on the clue.
You are also getting 3 points for coming in after 2 clues. You're not rusty, are you, after these months at home? Very good quizzing. What can you tell me about the individual clues?
So non-urgent crime is 101, EU emergent services is 112, speaking clock, I'm not sure.
123.
123, and UK emergency services
999.
999.
And you add those digits up to get the numbers you see. Does anyone phone the speaking clock now? You knew the answer, Alexander. Have you ever phoned the speaking clock?
Once, and racked up a lot of money on my parents' phone bill.
Was it out of loneliness or...?
Possibly.
Very good knowledge. You also get 3 points. Back to you, Pilgrims, for a turn.
Water, please.
Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
99.
How far
99
the car,
miles, 99 metres.
how far the car travelled. Or...
The car had to go at 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, should we do next? Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Next.
Ooh.
What film is it?
Oh,
The
it's
film?
the length of the film, maybe.
That's,
Seems a bit odd.
yeah, there's 3 Back to the Future, don't there? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah.
Next.
It can't be the length of it, it's too easy.
So the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh.
2 seconds.
Is it the difference between censored versions and uncensored versions of these films?
No, but I mean, I can't imagine Singing in the Rain would take a lot of censorship. I mean, it was... Of course, there was all that violence and swearing, wasn't there, in the original, but that isn't the number of minutes. Corkscrews, your chance for a bonus point.
Is the period of time relating to, like, the title? So was the King's Speech 99 minutes? Harry only met Sally for 4 minutes?
Unlucky. You are very close, but I can't quite give it to you for a bonus point. It is the amount of time that has elapsed in the film before that occurs. Oh. So when Harry met Sally, it's actually 3.5 minutes into the film, so it's in the 4th minute. Back to the Future, greatest film of all time, of course. When Marty goes back to the future, back to 1985 from 1955, is 99 minutes in. The King's Speech, the King makes his speech in the 99th minute. And Singing in the Rain, what do you think happens at 68 minutes? What do you think we hear?
Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly making what noise? Do 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 do. Lovely. No points, but I enjoyed it. Corkscrews, what would you like?
Could we have the Twisted Flax, please?
Yes, you may. Ah, picture clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
What?
Coren.
It's called.
It's light projector.
Oops, like that. No, next, please. Any ideas? Next, please.
Let's go on a tiny Pacific island. It's like a Nauru.
It can be like OK, could it? Is it OK?
Yeah, next, please.
Elvis.
Just guess.
2 seconds. I'm afraid you've run out of time, but I don't think you knew the answer. Pilgrims, a bonus chance for you.
Musicals.
They are all musicals. Again, I'd love you to be more specific if you can.
Carousel, Oklahoma, South Pacific, and The King and I.
Those are the musicals. They're all Rodgers and Hammerstein, actually,
right.
musicals. Fantastic. Yes, The King, Elvis Presley, and I from Withnail and I there. Very well done. You get a bonus point and the chance to choose your own question.
Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Any idea where that is?
Probably in your hand.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Yeah.
Next.
Next.
Next. That's in the ear, isn't
It's
it?
in the ear.
The smallest muscles in the body.
It could be.
One more.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, is it things that we don't have that animals
Yes.
have?
Or
Yes.
things that we used to have.
Or cats have or something. Should we do one more?
Did we used to have a
No,
thing?
go for it.
Yeah. Is this all body parts that we haven't got anymore?
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So I'm going to show the 4th clue to the Corkscrews for a possible bonus point.
Are these defunct body parts?
That is what it is. Almost the opposite of your answer. We have got them, but for no reason. They're vestigial structures. They're now defunct. What do you think they were for originally? Do you know?
Well, the tailbone to control a tail. I don't recognise any others.
The third eyelid was meant to keep the eye clean and moist. Apparently there's some little bit somewhere that is the remnant of the third eyelid. Auricular muscles. They are in the ear, as I hear you said before. In humans, they're non-functional. And this first one is a muscle in the forearm that most people still have. I mean, I've got no muscles anywhere in my body, actually. I'm an interesting specimen. But the palmaris longus muscle has no function anymore. Well done, so you get the bonus. But the bad news is there's one question left, and we haven't had the music question, so let's see. Yes, the horned viper is the one. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
In tune to something? Or...
Possibly. I don't know where it's from, though.
Next, please. No idea. Could there be some kind of theme tune to something? Next, please. Oh, God, this is... Oh, thanks.
Rivers. Sorry? Jane Rivers. Or maybe To Pray. Go for the next one.
Next, please.
Phantom of the Opera, isn't it?
Yeah, I've
2
got
seconds.
something. Famous musicals.
Not it, I'm afraid. Although it'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we had a third question about musicals, but that's not it. Pilgrims, last chance for a bonus this round.
The first one wasn't spooked.
Is it Ghosts?
Ghosts is the answer. What did we hear?
Phantom of the Opera.
What's
Yes?
the first one, the Spooks theme tune?
The theme tune from Spooks, exactly. Second one, Le Spectre de la Rose, The Spectre of the Pink, a wonderful snooker musical. It's not. It's, it's the Les Nuits d'été, Berlioz, The Spectre, and Ghost, it was the #1 from Ella Henderson. That means at the end of round 1, the Corkscrews have 4 points, the Pilgrims have 5. On to round 2, the sequences round. The teams may see up to 3 clues because I want to know what would come fourth. You'll be going first again, Pilgrims. Which hieroglyph would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK, what would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Yeah.
Move on.
Well, yeah, we need another one, don't we?
Yeah, next.
So,
7 and 8, possibly.
could be.
2, 1 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next. Scala.
Last Scala Milan.
Is it doing
Well, is
numbers?
it last Scala, or is this is the last goes in front of something else, or I don't know.
I've got a clue. They're doing numbers 6, 7, 8.
Last Scala.
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Lovely, but not the answer, I'm afraid. Corkscrews, do you know what this is? I mean, I would say if you don't know, it will be impossible to guess, but I'd
I
like
know
to
they're
hear you try.
Skodas, but I don't know what the model of the car is.
They are Skoda models, and they are reducing in size. That's the sequence. So going down, the next one would be Fabia.
Oh,
Or Fabia. I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of conversations about Skodas, but that is what it is. They are Skoda models, but I need the fourth in the sequence. So no bonus points, but Corkscrews, you may have your own question. What would you like?
Could we have the lion, please?
Yes, you can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
it was President of Kenya. And he had, didn't he? There were two of them.
OK. Next, please. So it could be, do you think, presidents of Kenya? Or...
Go for the next one.
Next, please.
Kibaki. See Kenyatta again.
Kenyatta?
Is the right answer. Do you know why, or is it the old when in doubt, say the first clue again?
I think Alex does.
They're presidents of Kenya in order to the present day.
That's right. So Jomo Kenyatta, the father of the nation originally, and Uhuru Kenyatta is president now. Very well done. Pilgrims, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Failures we
Because next, yeah.
Next.
Is that a small X? Then? Maybe is that a small X?
So we're doing darts, possibly? Is that the bullseye or...?
Not sure.
It's not cricket, I think it's really
No.
one more, yeah.
Yeah, we need another one.
Next.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, these are albums.
Yeah, so it's Adele, Amy Winehouse. X is Ed Sheeran. What's the connection?
I don't know, we're running out of time.
Oh. An album by Rihanna?
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Corkscrews, do you know?
21 by Adele.
Is the right answer. What is this sequence?
Brit Award-winning albums or most best-selling UK albums?
They are the best-selling studio albums of the 21st century. And so we're going towards Adele's 21. What's that first album?
Multiply by Ed Sheeran.
Apparently so, yes. It looks like an X, but you're meant to say Multiply, yes?
And then 25 is another Adele album. Back to Black is Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. Your own question, what's it to be?
The Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. These are going to be picture clues. What sort of thing would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Oh my God. I think no, because it's the expansion of. Is it
B squared?
Sorry?
Is it that sort of quadratic formula?
No. Next, please.
An O.
That's
It could be a letter thing, so O-A-R, or what's before it is a.
just go for
Next, please.
Not.
No, they're the different types of electronic gates. You can have OR gate and NOT gate. So it's either
2 seconds.
a picture of an ampersand.
And why would that be?
It can use to represent and.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So a bonus chance for you now, Pilgrims.
We was the same answer because it's Boolean algebra, but...
What do you think is the end?
And.
Well, I'm afraid that's still not the right answer. I was wondering if you were saying the same again, meaning the first clue, because when in doubt, say the first clue again. That would have been acceptable. We've expressed it as 3b minus b, but as I'm sure millions of people are shouting at the screen, if you solve the equation, it simplifies down to 2b. 2b or not 2b. Yes, the maths would have led you to Shakespeare. Do you know when Keanu Reeves played Hamlet in Winnipeg, they had to cut his line to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, my most excellent friends, because it always got a laugh. But it wasn't supposed to. I don't think I was reading something about Judi Dench in the Times the other day, her Shakespearean memories, you know, because there hasn't been much theatre and people have been talking about Shakespeare. She told a wonderful story about when she played Juliet for Franco Zeffirelli in the 60s. There was a devastating scene where he had her lying on the floor crying for the line, "Where are my mother and father, nurse?" And on the first night, her father shouted, "We're here, darling, in row H." That was a great story. To be or not to be. Not to be any points for anybody, but you have another chance now. Pilgrims, what would you like?
We'll have water, please.
Water. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
5 celebrities. Nothing. Next.
Celebrities abbreviated to celeb, which is 5 letters. Delicatessen abbreviated to deli, which is 4. It's the first 2 letters.
Post office.
No.
The first 2 letters of the word, though, don't you, really? Yeah, but it's... Well, yeah, but... Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. 2 post office.
For what reason?
You can abbreviate it down to PO, 2 letters.
To the first 2 letters.
I'm in a
post.
good mood because we're back on air after 1,000 years, so I will accept it. It can be abbreviated to 2 letters. The other ones, is you can actually sort of make a word. Celeb, deli, cab for cabriolet, so something like advertisement for ad.
Yeah.
You don't quite say PO for the post office, do you? But it can go down to 2 letters, so I will accept it. Well done. Back to you, Corkscrews, for the last question of the round, the twisted flax. How twisted is it? Let's see if you can unscramble your first clue coming in now.
Persia Americana. American Prince? Is that what it means? Next, please. So, grocery business avocado. And what's this?
avocado. Go for the next one.
Next, please.
A do, isn't it? So, O, you need to drop 2 letters. So just, or A, like the indefinite article.
The indefinite article?
I'm afraid that is not the answer. Pilgrims, do you know?
Oxygen.
Oxygen would be acceptable. Why is that?
It's the letter O, so it's avocado counting down.
I'm afraid you solved the puzzle, but we need an O. So Persia Americana avocado. Take off 2 letters at the beginning. Ocado is that grocery delivery business. Take off the OC, ado. And if you take off 2 letters, you're left with O, the 15th letter of the alphabet. The Aztec name for an avocado was ahuacat, meaning testicle. And if we get a better fact this series, I'll be amazed. It's all downhill from here. At the end of round 2, the Corkscrews have 7 points, the Pilgrims have 9. So, delayed by several months, many would say it's not long enough. The return of the connecting wall. 16 jumbled up clues that the teams have to sort into 4 connected groups of 4. Your turn to go first this time. Please choose lion or water.
Water, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve this water wall. Lots of points available. Your time starts now.
Right, so we have old currencies.
Yeah, there's also got like, you know, Marvel characters do Thor, Heimdall, Thor, Odin. No, so there's gonna be another one. What did you say? Old currencies, so Lira, Franc,
Mark,
Kroon,
and
maybe.
Punt.
Punt.
Okay,
No,
so
so leave
Lira.
out OK, there we go. So, Heimdall, Thor, Fenrir is also in the Marvel films. Fenrir, Loki. OK, leaving out Heimdall. Leaving out Loki. Leaving out Thor. OK, there we go. Right.
3 strikes and you're out now.
So, German, Cardinal, Titan.
Are they colours? Jet black, cardinal red.
Brown.
Can you put O after some of these?
OK, like which ones?
Franco, Germano.
OK. Franco, Germano, Bengalo, no. Cardinalo, Titano? Jets, the Jets, the Jets, the Browns, the Bengals, and the Cardinals are American football teams. That leaves Thor, Frank, German, and Titan. Titan's also a football team. So, Thor, German, Frank. Do we have the connection between them? No. This is a word thing. Rearrange the words. I'm gonna have to start guessing because.
Yeah, I think Titanic. Germanic, Titanic.
Germanic, Titanic, Thoric. Frankic. Should we try that?
OK, try it.
You've got 30 seconds and you've solved the wall. I know you were guessing there, but your first guess paid off. Very well done. So an immediate 4 points for finding the groups. What about the connections? Punt, mark, and so on.
So they're defunct currencies.
They are former European currencies. And the next group, starting at low-key. I won't attempt the next ones.
So they're accessory characters in the Thor films.
Yes, they are. Only really needed to hear figures in Norse mythology, but they do all appear in those Marvel films. And the next group, Jet, Cardinal, and so on.
So in the pluralised version, they're American football teams.
They are American football teams. And the last group, Thor, German, and so
I know
on.
they are now. So you put IUM on the end, you get a metal in the periodic table.
That's it. You add IUM to get the elements. Titanium, probably the most famous. So that's 4 more points for the connections, and you get a bonus of 2 for getting it all correct. That is the maximum of 10 points. Very well done. Time now for the Pilgrims to wend their weary way back into the studio and see the other connecting wall, the Lion Wall, see what they can do about solving it. You have 2.5 minutes, Pilgrims, starting now.
Ideas. It's James Joyce. James Lively. Is it
James Fleet.
James
Fleet.
Joyce.
Jonathan Swift. Roddy Doyle. There could be authors up there.
Yeah. We've got quick words. We've got swift, quick, lively, rapid. Nope.
No.
Any more?
Fleet as well.
Fleet, swift, lively, rapid. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Stoker, Joyce.
Irish authors.
Irish
Stoker,
authors.
Joyce.
Doyle.
And
Rooney.
Enright.
no.
Or Green. No.
No.
You got Sands, Ampersand, Thousand, Quicksand, Amper,
Quicksand,
Thousand.
Green sand? No.
There's got to be another one.
Yeah, I'll try. It's those 3 and 1 more, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was green. You go. So we've got left.
3 strikes now. You're only halfway through the
Yeah,
time.
right, OK, so we've got Malice, or Town called Malice, Wayne Rooney. There's other authors in there, so Joyce, Doyle.
Wasn't Bram Stoker Irish?
Was he?
I thought he was.
Stoker is Irish, yeah, we tried him.
What could I go with Australia? Knock a bit off, you get Austria.
Ending girls' names, Alice.
Yeah, I thought of that.
No.
No.
I see. I'll try the alphabet
30
without time.
seconds.
Yeah.
So Stoker, Doyle, Rooney.
Yeah.
No. Joyce, Doyle, Enright, Stoker.
One more go.
Just give us a bit of time to think. We've
Which
got
one?
a little bit of time, haven't
Yeah.
Nearly out.
we? Yeah, just
I've
try
got
it.
10 seconds.
no.
And that's your third strike. But you found 2 groups. That's an immediate 2 points, and there's more available. If you can tell me the connections: swift, fleet, lively, rapid.
To move quickly.
That's it, they're synonyms for each other. And the next one, thou, quick, and so on.
You can add sand
at the end.
You can. Green sand, a sort of olive green sandstone.
Oh, okay.
And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we are. Joyce, Rooney, Enright, Doyle.
That's the Irish authors.
Yeah.
Those are the Irish authors, Sally Rooney, James Joyce, Anne Enright, Roddy Doyle. And the last group 9, Stoker, Australia, Malice.
Are they all town calls?
They are not. They are films starring Nicole Kidman. She appears in all those films. So 2 points for the groups you found and 3 for the connections. That is a total of 5 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Pilgrims have 14 points. The Corkscrews have 17. On now to the missing vowels round. We've taken the vowels out of well-known names, phrases and sayings. We've switched up the consonants, and the teams have to tell me what those disguised clues are. Be careful, teams. In this round, if you get it wrong, you will lose a point. So buzz with care. OK, fingers on buzzers. I can tell you that the first group are all working animals. Corkscrews?
Sheepdog.
Correct. Pilgrims?
Draft horse.
Correct. Yes, me neither. It's mouser, a sort of working cat. Next clue. Pilgrims?
Carrier pigeon.
Correct. Next category, phrases from famous posters. Corkscrews?
Keep calm and carry on.
Yes, it is. Corkscrews?
Big Brother is watching you.
More now than ever. Pilgrims?
Skegnessy soap racing.
Well done. Another tricky one, the Barack Obama poster that said hope. Next category, the clues are all alliterative and edible. Corkscrews?
Fromage frais.
Correct. Pilgrims?
Butter beans.
Yes, it is. Corkscrews?
Moules marinière.
Horrible. Pilgrims?
Pork pie.
Pork pie is the right answer. Speaking just as the sound goes off for the end of the quiz, and I can reveal that you finish on 19 points. The Corkscrews have 22. You are the winners. Well done, Corkscrews. You are straight through to the next round. Pilgrims, a very close game. You're not out, of course. You get another chance to win through to the next round later in the series. Very well played, and I must say, after a strange year, thank you so much for coming along to take part, all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching Only Connect, the show that's been putting people in the mood for social distancing since 2008. Goodbye.